didn't even seem like Tony clap. I was just paying attention.
Yeah, no, it was very funny because I just saw you both go. It was the same thing as that one time where it was just like. I didn't hear anything. I just saw.
Loud. Hurt my own
I think
ears.
it's like Zoom. Like if someone else is talking, it like cuts off the other person. So you probably heard us both like cancel each other's claps out.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like its noise suppression is weird. It's kind of like how when you hold the phone to the mic, it like will sometimes just mute your mic.
Right.
It's just like, here, check this out. And it's like Tony and I are both here, just like, yeah.
Right, yeah.
For sure. We'll figure out what you're playing when we listen to the
edit that in,
episodes.
but we hear it.
No, because then we hear it in the
Look in
episode
the sky,
because
some
like,
bird
dog
is
catches
playing.
it. But yeah.
Dude. That might be the most hype thing in the world now. Now that other stuff has come out.
Migos?
Culture
Farting?
3. I mean,
Yeah,
the whole world's kind of waiting now.
Well,
now that clip dropped.
Their song on, like, they are hyping it up. Like, Joe Budden was like, it sounds like it's going to be the best, you know, a huge album, blah, 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 the best album ever, whatever. So I don't know. But I hope they kind of go back towards early Migos sound a little bit before Culture.
Well, I'll tell you what will make or break it. Is it going to be, you know, like Culture 1 where it's like 12 tracks,
right.
all of them pretty much bangers, and every single one has a nice, long, like multi-phased hook, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's not just walk it like I talk it.
Oh my God.
Walk it like that whole album is like that song embodies that whole album where it's just like, you know, just no effort choruses, like, you know, verses fine.
In the kitchen,
like,
whipping like a stir fry. And it's like,
we made all these songs for commercials.
What happened to Hannah Montana? Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana.
I'm talking about, you know, up early in the morning trapping, you know, like that whole fucking that chorus.
We just made the song
like
for the rice checks.
30 bars. Yeah.
Yeah. Snap, crackle, and pop.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know, there's so many good hooks on that album.
Rice Krispies, they're great.
Excuse me, please me. You know, slippery.
Tricks are for kids. The tricks are for kids. The flakes are for adults. I don't know, man.
Silly rabbit, the tricks are for kids. Silly. You silly. Silly rabbit, the tricks are for kids. Tricks.
They're always after my lucky truck. Lucky.
Shamrock. Crockpot. Getting the mushrooms in my cereal.
Have you ever seen a drought before? Hell no.
Have you ever seen a drought? No.
Got a box of all marshmallows.
Fish scale jumping out. Cocaine.
That's probably my favorite song.
Cocaine.
It's not off that album. That's off.
No, that's just a Lucy, I think.
No. It's on on the album.
Young Rich Gentleman.
Young Rich. YRN 1.
Young Rich Gentleman 1.
Crunch berries, call me captain.
Crunch berries, call me captain. Crunch.
No, but I hope that it's a good album.
Me too.
I didn't even listen to Culture 2, but I hope that they can bounce back. Because they really were just in charge of everything for a good year and a half.
And they totally
fell
off.
right the fuck off.
But everyone, like, you know, like 10 other rappers fell very much on and just kind of like took that space that it was pretty much just Migos. Like, this is like 2014 to like 17, 18.
It was Migos,
right?
Future, Young Thug.
Yeah.
That was all you really cared about.
And then Cardi and Uzi were like coming up, and then like
that wasn't until 2017, really.
17, 18, right? And then it's like Gunna, Baby, those two. That's who's big now. But now it's hard to even tell. Like, I don't even know.
And my height had turned to 9'10". Yeah, the Migos song on the Khaled album didn't sound that good, but they were talking about on Joe Budden podcast that they didn't think really any of those people were trying that hard on that album.
What?
No. So I would hope that they put in a little bit more effort in Culture 3. You know, but I don't know.
You know,
I mean, they're gonna
exist.
Mm-hmm. They will get a bag either way.
That's such a profound observation. The world's going to exist.
They'll get a bag either way, and they already have enough money to live forever without doing anything else. So they don't really have a ton of motivation, I feel like.
That really epitomizes so much of Max's side of saying shit like the world's gonna exist. That's such a fact.
Yeah, and then it's just like me always making a YouTube thumbnail like, think about it.
Borderlands. Ripping up the daemon.
The Tony Hawk climate meltdown shit.
This is David Draymond. Welcome to Tony Hawk Pro Skater Climate Meltdown.
Your mission is simple: to skate down this melting glacier until it falls into the sea.
You're in New Orleans. It is completely flooded. You have to hit grindies and McTwisties from rooftop to rooftop. To get to the Burger King. To get to the Zaxby's on the other side of New Orleans.
To Zaxby's. There's Raising Cane's at the top of this mountain, and if you can cross the range, which is now on fire, you will get the recipe for the sauce.
Yeah, you've got to make it. In order to get sick footy for your mixtape, you have to do a nollie down a volcano.
Oh my god!
While the fat son from GTA 5 is filming you from a helicopter.
Dude, you gotta show Max the. Speaking of the skateboarding stuff, who were you doing the other day that was like saying skateboard?
I was telling Max about that, just like Mr. Potter. I can teach you how to do a kick flip.
Kick flip.
No comply. Teach you how to pop shove it.
Jeremy Irons, the skate instructor.
That's not Jeremy Irons.
If you don't, no, it's Snape.
It's Snape.
Who's Alan Rickman?
Al Rickman.
Yeah.
Big Al Rickman.
Yeah. I was like, God damn it! I can never remember older British men's names. I wonder why.
If you fail to do a McTwisty, Mr. Potter, I will be forced to hit you with the Cruciatuscus. The Cruciatuscus.
The Martin Scorsese ray.
He just starts talking. The Cruciatuscus. Why are you talking like that, Severus?
You're scaring me.
I will hit you with a quiz. Avada Kedavra. Really, the gayest spell is just Avada Kedavra. Imagine hearing that before you die. Avada Kedavra.
Yeah, but whenever they say it, it never sounds like that.
No, it just sounds like saying avocado twice.
Avocado
It sounds like
candelabra.
they're talking in tongues.
Avocado
Like,
candelabra.
You're like,
You must do this curse, Mr. Potter. You know I do it. You know I get it.
You have to learn the spell. Oh fuck,
dude! I don't know if you guys noticed, but I actually got this.
Hey Tony, shut the fuck up real quick.
Oh.
See, now you're deciding it because I can hear it in your voice, and I'm like, it's not time, but okay.
It is time. Are you kidding me? It's almost 10 minutes in. I was like, and then we started going off on the Harry Potter.
It's almost 10 minutes. Oh, you're right.
I should have brought up my chair instead of the Snape thing. That's what I should have done.
Is that a new chair, though?
No, it's a chair my neighbors were throwing out, but the other one squeaked so bad. So I was
Tony,
like,
shut the fuck up again real quick. I forgot something.
But I just threw a blanket over it.
I shut the fuck up a third time. I forgot something. Somebody asked me.
That's a really comfortable blanket.
Somebody told me that you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend.
It's like a nice big leather office chair.
Okay, I guess I'll just say it. I forgot to introduce the podcast.
Oh,
The pleather was actually peeling off, so I threw this blanket on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday, May 3rd. And if you're listening to this the day after, May the 4th be with you. 2021. Welcome to another episode of a little show I like to call Woke and Boke Boom. It's episode 83 to be exact. I am your host, Connor Boyd, joined as always by my best friends from the great Gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri. We have Max Sanza here with us. Max.
Hi.
What's up? How you doing? I see your LED strips going. That's sick.
I put them. I made them. I didn't make them. I got them on the
nice,
internet.
Yeah, you really stepped up the setup.
Dude, I'm just trying to build the gamer cave. No, I mean, not really. I'm just trying to.
Here's the top 5 reasons. Here's the top 5 scariest near-death experiences from people who have been to Asia or something. You know, like those people make
All right,
TikToks.
guys. Today we're going to be going over the top 10 hardest final bosses in video game history. Let's get it.
Coming in at number one.
Mario
Coming in at number
64.
one.
TikTok, like Watch Mojo list.
It's yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I feel like everyone has a moment where they watch like 40 of those in a row and then kind of wonder what they're doing with their life.
And then you never need to again. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just get it all out of your system in one go.
Also joining
Watch
us
Mojo.
is the flattest man I've ever met in my entire life, Tony Harrop.
Hey,
Tony, how you doing?
doing good.
Nice. What do you got in the background? Is that Code Lyoko?
What? It is Code Lyoko.
It is Code Lyoko. Let's go.
How did I just know that and I haven't even seen this? I thought it was
a
a
favorite
three
flavor
show.
drink.
Whoa.
It tastes like booze.
Wait, what? That's a lot. Hold on. Is that an energy drink?
It is, yeah.
And it tastes like beer.
It tastes like booze. It tastes like it has booze in it, but it doesn't. It's like orchard flavored. So I guess apple. So it kind of tastes like a cider.
It's got
Yes,
anti-alcohol.
but it doesn't have booze in it. Guaranteed.
That sounds horrible. One, it looks like it doesn't look aggressive like you might have a bump stock AR-15 at your house like Monster does. Two, it tastes like booze, so it tastes bad. On top of that. Is it zero cal?
Yeah, 0 cal. It's like an energy drink, like pre-workout type shit.
Do y'all think I'd be safe if I started drinking 0 calorie drinks, or should I just cut them out altogether?
I think like 1 or 2 a week is fine, but I was doing it
Yeah.
daily and I really had to cut back on that. But I've been doing that for a few weeks now and I've been good about it. So just I treat myself on the weekend to 1 before the pod and stuff, you know?
Nice.
Going cold turkey is hard, but if you just like
Yeah.
cut it down, you'll start craving them less. So it's just,
Yeah.
it'll kind of work
I
itself
haven't had
out.
one in probably a week. Well, I think
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Tuesday
They
or
taste
Wednesday
better.
I had one actually, so I'm lying.
They taste better when
Because
you
I had
wait.
it in my fridge.
I started having them every day and I'm like, you know, like by the third
Yeah.
day in a row, you're like, it's not really.
Moderation's
No, that's a
underrated,
fact.
bro. And I'm not good at it, but it's
Yeah,
it's
I wouldn't know
underrated.
anything about it, but I've heard that it's
Yeah, no. I've
It's
only
so
been
funny-
taking 14 dabs a day for the past like 2 weeks, so it's fine.
It's so funny. It's facts. It's so funny when like CEOs will be like Jesse Itzler is like, listen, moderation is if you want to live a moderate life, and I don't, you know. That's why
like
the shit
helpful.
I've talked to you about is going to be so funny, is because these motherfuckers have to become like psycho, like willpower gods in order to get wealthy. And it's like,
Yeah.
I might just stumble into some shit, you know what I'm saying? But anyways,
that somersault into it.
every week we get together to catch up on the latest in video games, current events, foreign affairs, foreign policy, you know, Israel-Palestine conflict, many things. TikTok, bananas, you know, what's the produce section doing these days? What do we got? What's on sale? What's harvesting? Video games, you know what I'm saying? Warzone, big vibes. Code Lyoko, all kinds of shit. Oh, he just changed his lights on us. Wow. He's locked in. Dude, I'm getting that in my room now. Fuck it. Was that a bitch to install? Or does it come with...
I just kind of, you know...
Does it come with
I just
tape, or do you
decided-
have to tape it yourself?
No, you just kind of tape that shit down, and then you kind of just hit it with...
That doesn't really
some
answer
of
my
these.
question, but...
No, I mean, it has adhesive on them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you just fucking... What the fuck? Oh, that's brightness. I'm trying to be slick with it.
Yeah, I don't know how you're doing this magic, Max. How?
Yeah, no. Dude,
I think,
I'm in
yo,
the movie
I'm gonna put a
Event
strip
Horizon.
around my TV on behind
All right,
it.
stop.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's a
little
move.
globe.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I
exactly.
got.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
have
got.
one
That's what I
behind
got.
my mate.
I got that back
have
there.
Oh God, I have some of these behind my fucking TV,
Your
the big
tits?
TV,
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
big TV. I have some.
But yeah, we talk about everything. What's this podcast? If you're a first-time listener, well, first of all, if you're a first-time listener somehow, welcome. You know, you may recognize me from TikTok. Dude, I got recognized literally 3 times yesterday.
In your life?
In the city.
Oh, wow.
In front of Trish. 3 times. One girl came up to me. She goes, Moschino Dorito. And then, like, took a selfie with me in Union Square. That was pretty crazy.
She even pronounced it
funny.
right? She wasn't like,
Yeah.
Moschino Dorito.
No, that's just you, Tony. But yeah,
yeah,
so
my bad.
we're just, these are my 2 bestest friends. we're all from St. Louis, Missouri. We live in various different places. Max still lives in St. Louis, Missouri, but he lives in like a penthouse downtown. Bruce Wayne stop.
You want to call it that?
I mean, the price of where you live in Manhattan, respective to the location of the metropolitan area, yeah, you living right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, if you want to listen to us more, or if you're watching this on YouTube, hit us with a subby. You know what I'm saying? If you're listening on Spotify, we appreciate that. Hit us with a follow. You can follow you can also join our Discord. We have a Discord, a Woke and Boke Militia Discord, Friendship Militia Discord. That's in the show description as well. We also have a Twitter at Woke and Boke Pod. I posted a lot of TikToks on there, and our Instagram at Woke and Boke Podcast, and you'll get updates on the podcast every week. And also reach out to our Gmail, wokeandbokepodcast@gmail.com, with your questions, your comments, and suggestions, and we will read them on the show. And links to all of these are listed in the show description. Boys, we're back. And we back.
We're back.
We back. And we back.
Gentlemen,
We back.
we're back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking dude! I watched that movie Event Horizon last night.
Haven't heard of it.
Ever heard about
Googling
that?
it. I know about it. I know
It's
of it.
it is a 1997 sci-fi horror thriller directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, starring Lawrence Fishburne and some other people.
Oh, wow. This shit looks
Alright.
horrifying. Why is there a motherfucker with no eyes?
Oh, dude, it's fucked up. It's a crazy movie. So like
Sam Neill gets fucked up? That's nuts.
Yeah. Like when it came out, apparently it's really goofy because the special effects are like, it's right in that period of the 90s where they like were a little too ambitious with the special effects.
Right.
So like a lot of them are goofy and there's like sound design, like there's like boings and like punch sound like sound effects are hilarious in this movie. But it's pretty fucking weird. It's a good rip. It's like, I think it's, as far as like space horror goes, it's definitely one of my favorites. Because you kind of got to turn your brain off though, but it's good shit.
Paul W.S. Anderson, he's the guy who did the like Alien vs. Predator movie, which I do like.
Yeah, because all the practical effects in that movie are awesome, but like all of the VFX are just not there. They're just like everything looks like Spy Kids. Like that's how like zero gravity goo flying through the air because that's a total 90s move. Just like look at all the budget we have for flying 3D cum, just floating in space.
I watched Mortal Kombat Annihilation and it was equally ass.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the new one?
No, that was the one from like 98 or something.
Okay.
96.
Because I just watched the new one.
How was it?
Well, I haven't seen either of the first two, but this new one was okay.
But this new one, it was
Back it up.
It started out like, pretty strong with that first opening battle scene. Spoilers, like it starts out with a fight scene centuries ago between Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Interesting.
And yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you want me to tell you? Do you care if I just tell you exactly what happens?
Yeah,
I
might
don't
as
really
well.
care. I don't care.
Okay, I didn't know if you were gonna rip it. But so basically the story is centuries ago, Sub-Zero kills Scorpion.
Spoilers,
dude. I didn't mean that.
I'm sorry.
Just tell me what happens, except for spoilers.
Well, so Raiden shows up and
wait, Scorpion kills Sub-Zero, or Sub-Zero kills
Sub-Zero kills Scorpion.
Right.
Sub-Zero leaves. But Scorpion's daughter is still alive, like hidden under the floorboards. Sub-Zero kills Scorpion's whole family, and Scorpion, including his wife and kid in front of him. And then, but his baby is hidden. His daughter's hidden. Raiden saves her, and then centuries later, like his bloodline has survived, and it's this guy Cole, who's like this guy that looks like he's our age, but has like a 15-year-old daughter, and he's just an MMA fighter, and he basically what's his name, Jax, the dude with the robot arms. He finds him and is like the bad guys are going to come looking for you because you're marked for, you have the Mortal Kombat mark, and they basically need to fight in a tournament or else the bad guys will take over Earth. And that's but then the tournament never happens. It's all about the bad guys trying to kill the Earth Warriors before the tournament even happens, because they're like, we didn't win 9 straight tournaments from following the rules. So they're just
that's like the difference is there's Earth Warriors and then like Nether Realm Warriors, right?
There's several different realms, but yeah, the Nether Realms is like Nether Realms is like hell, but no one's coming from there. It's, what is it called? The Outer Realm or the something like that.
Eastern
but that's
Realm?
where all the main bad guys are from the. But I feel like they're saying there's tons of different realms that they just don't ever talk about.
Real quick, look at how balding I am. Like, is that happening? Am I tripping?
Yeah. I mean, look, dude, it's happening to.
It kind of just happens.
Look at the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. I mean, luckily my hairline's not receding. It's just probably going to thin.
Yeah.
But anyways, keep going, Tony.
You can make that happen.
Okay, well, so basically the whole movie is just the bad guys trying to kill the good guys before the tournament even starts. And there's some good fights in it, but you can kind of like tell by the time they get to Raiden's temple, which is like hidden away in a desert, it's like CGI environment, and there's only maybe a dozen environments in the entire movie,
Mm-hmm.
Like I could probably list them out, like Raiden's temple, like Sonya's hideout that they go to, the MMA rink, the bad guys like cliff that they stand on, like, it felt like
do they square off and fight? Is it sick?
The fights are cool, and there's some cool fatalities and stuff. Like someone gets split in half by Kung Lao's hat,
Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. And Kano is really funny. You know him, the guy with like the laser eye. He's like starts off as a good guy, becomes a bad guy type shit. But he carries the whole movie pretty much, like acting wise. He's hilarious.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's hilarious.
He's like Australian, I think, or New Zealandish.
I'm fucking Kano, mate.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
I'm fucking hilarious, mate.
He's pretty funny. They made Reptile an actual reptile. That was weird.
That's strange.
I know.
Was he
really
scaly?
Yeah, and he could turn invisible.
Spooky scaly?
I forgot that he could do that.
That's kind of
slimy?
crazy. He looks like huge. He's a huge reptile.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an odd choice. It's so funny because all these characters are just the only reason reptiles because of like the fact that they just changed the color of the pixels.
Yeah,
in the original
exactly.
game. I mean, that's the only reason Scorpion and Sub-Zero look different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see one's green, sir. That's how we know.
But it just felt like well, I mean, I know it's a Mortal Kombat movie, but like
they could have done more with it.
You want to see them do more with it. You want to see the actual tournament. I want to see some cinematography where it's like it like pans out and it's literally the two of them standing there as though it's the video game. That never happened in the movie.
That really never happens in like any of the movies. Like,
yeah,
they like never really give you that visual. They fight like side by side facing each other, but they never like really give you the wide angle or like the environmental effects. I mean, it's just the video game's doper than any movie you're gonna make out of it.
Yeah,
I want to see like choreography that blows my fucking mind and is presented in the same way that the video game is, and then have strong characters and writing in between that. But a lot of
too much to ask, dude.
Yeah. See, the problem is that you're asking that from a movie that shares a name with another piece of media, so you can't.
Yep.
You can't make it good.
Rules.
Like it's just if one's good, the other has to be bad. It's just called life.
The acting wasn't bad, but like I don't know. Yeah, the writing was just kind of boring.
Well, yeah.
It ends with all the good guys killing like half of the bad guys or most of the bad guys. Like Scorpion rises from hell, kills Sub-Zero, but then Sub-Zero just becomes a wraith like him, because that's what the two of them are. They're just fucking ghosts, which is
just
sick.
Ghosts, man.
But they kind of leave it up for like a sequel potentially. They like teased towards Johnny Cage and all that. But I looked up, it's like a $50 million budget for this movie, and it made 50.1 million. So, or 51 million. I don't know.
Hey, come on.
They broke
even good.
So good for them. But I don't think they're going to get up.
I love how they somehow made money in HBO streaming movie. I guess you can see it on iTunes. Yeah.
Well, because they release it occasionally, but it's still crazy to me that the box office is still generating any sort of income right now. Like at least recouping budgets at the very least.
But speaking of fighting games, like I was thinking about that. Like it might be cool to get like a Japanese like fighting deck and then like play like Mortal Kombat off my PC. Like that could be really fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get better at combos and shit.
Yeah, I'll play Mortal Kombat against you. I played X a ton in college. It was like my sophomore year. Like me and all my roommates played. But it was so funny because this kid that came over all the time to do business with me, he would sit down and just like absolutely annihilate me.
Just talk financials.
I literally
came over to talk financials and play Mortal Kombat X.
I couldn't land a single hit on him. Like he was that good. He would just use Scorpion and he would dick around with me like nothing. So.
Dude, I would get so pissed when I would play like Mortal Kombat with Connor because you would just like you wouldn't even really know what to do. You would just be spamming the whole time, and I just like couldn't fucking hit you, and I would just get so fucking angry.
I mean,
it's like you're not playing it right.
Like, no, dude, I'm like that with Street Fighter. I'm the opposite of that is like Street Fighter, where like I don't know how to like play Street Fighter well because Street Fighter you don't have like a block button. No. You have to go back. You have to go backwards as the block. Street Fighter is like if I could actually get good at Street Fighter, I would like that. But yeah. Like Megan would be able to beat me just spamming shit. Or like Jacob would come over and he would pick like
Megan?
Yeah, Megan, my sister. Like it's just like
she plays Street Fighter?
Well, I had Street Fighter and 2 controllers. It's not like she's in her room on Twitch
just like practicing her fucking Honda combos.
Yeah,
like all right, left, right, down, down. I gotta kick his ass.
I've never played Street Fighter. Is Street Fighter cooler than Mortal Kombat?
Yep. It's much more impressive to be good at Street Fighter than Mortal Kombat. But
Street Fighter is the like, original.
It's like Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Mortal Kombat. Yeah. And then maybe Melee, but maybe Melee is in a totally different category when it comes to fighting games. But what about Melee? Melee, the people who are good at Melee are just like
cracked,
god tier incel, like psychos. Like
they've never seen a vagina, like in person.
What about Injustice? Have you played that one?
That's probably a lie.
That's basically Mortal Kombat. Yeah, with DC.
Is it?
Okay. Yeah, that's what that is. It's made by the same studio.
Okay.
Both are owned by Warner Brothers.
Okay.
But yeah, I was thinking about maybe getting like a fighting game deck and actually like taking the time to learn it. Just an absolute spectacular waste of time, you know?
Put a lot of hours into that.
Put a lot of hours into a game I'm not even sure I find fun, you know?
Dude, I've put so much fucking time into like Sekiro over the past fucking 4 days. I'm just like, I'm getting very good at this one specific game, and it's going to definitely be worth my time.
That's what I'm doing with fucking Warzone, right? Like I'm only playing that in the hopes that I'll become as good at that as I possibly can be, and instead of spreading my talents thin.
Gotta get on PC, man. I changed some settings and
you're grooving.
My shit runs at like 100 or like 90 usually now. Frames.
No, yeah. There's so many kills that I would be getting if I didn't see a guy like milliseconds, after he saw me because he's using, some super nice fucking monitor and computer and has like a, can see like 30% more of the world, or probably. Like
you can also just snap onto people too, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's just not even instead of like trying to pull forward and back with my thumb. My stubby
This is what I don't get is like one of the biggest streamers in the world, Nick Merckx, like he plays it on controller. And I'm like, why would you not be on mouse and keyboard at this point?
Because it's a flex. If you can be that good using a controller, I mean, that's harder than being that good and using, mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, right? But it's not like he's ranked or anything. Like it's not like he's highly ranked in like the tournament scene, really. Like I think he plays some competitive, but he's more just like a big streamer. Like Tim the Tatman's not like a ranked competitive Warzone player. Like if you watch like Warzone tournaments, it's all people who are on like actual esports teams and shit.
Yeah.
Are they playing controller and shit? Because they play esports?
No.
Because esports is only controllers.
That's not true.
It's not?
That's not true at all. No.
Like Call of
Esports
Duty
started on mouse and keyboard.
I just meant like Call of like shooters, like first person shooters. I thought we're all controllers only.
Warzone. Let me look up a CDL game real quick and see.
It looks like I just googled our esports controller only, and the first thing to come up just says one of the best one just uses Xbox controller. So
thanks.
Thanks for that info.
Yeah, so I mean that's kind of I think that's my answer where it's just like no, you can.
I'm watching a Cold War esports game. Hold on.
Whatever it is,
I'm trying to tell by the interface, but
I mean, I imagine they use mouse and keyboard. There's a strong culture of keyboard and mouse use in high-level esports and controllers due to their lack of precision, often associated with casual play.
It's a little too cash.
Casual play.
No, so I figured out what I need to do for both games. I guess with Cold War, I just have to like scan and repair or like update my drivers and then restart the BattleNet client or restart my computer and then try it. And that seems to work, but I can't help but feel like I've been doing that. But that worked recently, and now it doesn't have frame skips anymore. It runs really smooth. Warzone, I clicked that video that I pinned in our Discord chat.
Yeah.
And I changed some settings. I changed the settings to like what they were recommended on that video, and it upped my shit about 20 frames.
Let's go.
But the other thing that I found is like that hitching problem where it's like it'll run it like it'll basically run perfect, and then it'll have like a moment where your frame counter, it'll drop like 20 frames and then go right back for like 1 frame.
Yeah.
Just like a hitch, a frame drop or whatever. It's actually fixed if you just change the game from full screen change
to
the
borderless. Change the game.
Dude, you said gay. Holy shit! If you change it from windowed or from full screen to windowed and then back, it actually fixes it.
That's
literally
nuts.
in game. It fixes it.
That's fucking weird.
It's really weird, but it's only because I read it on that Reddit post you sent me, Max.
Yeah,
and I guess
nice.
It's specifically for my. So that was useful
for your graphics card. I figured it was your graphics card because those Radeons are pretty like workflow heavy. So like games, sometimes there's compatibility issues just because everything's built for GeForce shit.
There's like whole settings you don't get if you're not using a GeForce graphics card.
Yeah, and I think it's mostly ray tracing, but it's also shit where it's just like it's that beginning stages of gaming tech where it's just like, oh, you can have it now, but it's just like kind of shitty. It's just like. Yeah. Oh, look at the lighting effects. Oh, but never mind. You're playing at 25 frames a second, and it's really just not pleasant to play. It's
the dynamic rendering shit or the dynamic resolution is really sick because that basically makes it run perfect all the time.
Exactly.
It's not framing at all.
Don't really notice it terribly.
But yeah, my shit now is just doing Warzone solos. I think that's what I like to do most. I don't really know if I like to play Warzone with a team. Like, Warzone solos is also horrifying.
Can't keep up with me.
It's horrifying. No, I can't. Can't keep up with me.
No, I can't.
The sign of being a good Warzone player is that all your teammates fall behind and die. Is being better than them and not being able to work with them. That's just a sign that I'm good.
It's just always about being on the move and not wasting time, you know?
It's all about goofing.
Right.
It's all about getting the good ground and, you know, just constantly being ahead of your opponent, you know?
That's right. That's right. Always push us to be better, Tony, please.
No. Fucking solos, though, I respect for that being your favorite kind because I fucking hate playing solos.
Yeah, man. It's like a horror game, but I just played the solos recently. I got like 5 kills. All I do now is the best solos drop is Superstore because you can get like 4 kills in the beginning there. Mm-hmm. It's dope. It's dope.
I've been getting god tier with the car. I like hit 300 meter fucking snipes with that shit.
Yeah, dude. The car is wild. I need to grind out. See, the fucking annoying thing is last season I bought like the 2400 COD point bundle for the battle pass, and then I spent like another 20 trying to like get some tiers so I could finish it, so I could get the last shit. And then COD just like was crashing every time I opened it, so I wasted all that money. And then this time I'm like, all right, I'll just get the regular battle pass. And then I gotta like grind 30 levels to get like this new sniper and to get the PPSH. The PPSH.
PPSH. That's not a viable weapon, so you're all good. You don't gotta worry about it.
But you're
PPSH is not bad.
It doesn't have headshot multiplier damage, is what I've heard. And
oh, because I'm really hitting headshots with an SMG. I'm that good.
I mean, if you're fucking 5 feet away from a person, should be the difference between, you know, like 0.4 milliseconds to fucking.
You're right.
Yeah.
But in terms of rate of fire and recoil, when I'm just like as a floor gun, it's not that bad. The LC-10 is way better though. That shit has like no recoil.
The large cock.
That shit has like a built-in grip. Yeah, that's right. The large cock 10-year-old.
Matt's been filling me in. He's like, dude, this one has a 4.8 TTK. The other one's got a 5.3. So unless you put it on the Spetsnaz grip, and I'm like, sheesh, you got to fucking. I think he watches someone that has a down to a science. I'm pretty sure.
Are you employed? What time is it?
I think it's J God that he watches. I pulled up a stream the other day, and he literally had a full,
J God.
J God. He had a full-on spreadsheet of the best fucking like shit, like
top
loadout
40
equipment.
Just the Antonio Banderas gif of just. I mean, I used to watch Joe, but he like stopped posting his loadouts. He had a Google sheet that you could literally open up.
Damn.
And you could look at his loadouts. And now he doesn't have that anymore. Honestly, Nick Merckx is like the guy that disseminates the current meta the most because he has the biggest audience and he's always talking about like I made his XM4 class. That's right this second. The XM4 is like the new FFAR. It's really good.
No way. The XM4?
It's not like that cracked, but it's like he's saying it's like the next AR as an SMG kind of gun.
But it
changes every week. Well, the Fafara is not a good gun anymore.
No, the Farah, not the Fafara.
They also nerfed the Farah.
Ah, damn.
He thinks the Krig is going to be the next assault rifle gun.
Well, that's the cool thing, though, is because for 3 months, and it was like when you weren't playing a ton, and I even missed out on like a month or two because my account got hacked, but it was all just these burst guns like DMR and then the AUG and then the M16 and all that, and it was just like 2 headshot kills. Like it was just
that made the game kind of ass though.
Yeah, but they finally got it back. But I feel like all my friends have like left except for the 2 Matts because they were just tired of that fucking bullshit meta. But yeah.
How are they that good? Like, I really don't get it. And they're on controller.
What a bullshit.
Like, how do you get that good on controller? I really don't know.
I don't know, yeah.
Because PC genuinely unlocked, like, another 20% of skill for me. Like, movement-wise, like, shots-wise.
I can't wait to get on it because I feel like I'm going to get really good at it.
Yeah, man. It takes some getting used to, and you got to get your sensitivity right. But once you do, I mean, yeah, man. You're, like, I'm, like, pretty good. Like it's pretty good.
What do you use to slide?
C. The C. So my controls are shift is sprint, WASD move, C is crouch, X
and hold the slide.
C is crouch or hold to slide, same as like clicking on the stick. Control is prone, so you can actually control and slide separately. Like
that's nice.
F is pickup, or like F is pickup. R is reload. E is melee. G is grenade. Space is jump. And then X is like care packet or like a loadout drop, trophy system, that type of thing. And then Q is flashbang. So it's all like really close to your hand, all the different functions. And then meanwhile, you just got a whole mouse and fucking pad to just look around while you're doing all that. It's very empowering.
You say Z is something?
Z is nothing. X is actually, well, Z, I don't know what that is. I don't think that does anything. X is like care package and shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got your what do you call it? Your field upgrade.
Yeah. But did you see my clip that I put on my Instagram of me hitting that guy with the car?
Yeah.
Like that was after not playing COD for weeks, like not playing Warzone for weeks, and I gotta
spend like like 3 hours and just go through some footage because I have some insane snipes, but it's just fucking footage to dig through, which is always a bitch. Yeah. But I'll do it though. I'll do it for you guys.
Thanks. We're all waiting for that.
Yeah, dude.
They're dying to
we
see
need
that
it.
shit.
Max is waiting for that. He wants to go play as Ibanez and watch that.
Oh fuck!
People want it. I gotta give it to them.
I gotta give it to him.
And I'm gonna
put it in space. Put it in space. I'll check it out. When are they gonna do Call of Duty in space?
How I had sex with a child. I just
texted.
How
I got so cracked.
I just texted.
Did you see EPD 445? Like the Philly guy he's a fucking pedophile. He got straight Chris Hansen. Yeah. Did you see that guy?
I don't know who
big
that is.
Fat black dude who loves the Philadelphia Eagles and screams all the time and has like big eyes. He's in memes all the time.
Damn, no.
Mm-hmm. Look up EPD 445.
All right.
And he was like, so why were you on the way to a 13-year-old girl's house or something like that?
Yeah.
Yikes. He's like, yeah, I could see that. Like and he's so fat.
That might be a problem.
God damn.
I can see how that could be a problem.
Jesus Christ.
Dude. It's disgusting.
Who else, dude? Oh, Base Nectar too. Got fucking busted for being involved in child trafficking.
Base Nectar. Isn't that a DJ? Yeah.
Why is the first headline just say his meat picture and messages to 13-year-old go by? Why is it called I'm sorry. Oh, that's the first time I've seen the phrase meat picture.
Yeah, me too.
Bro, what is up with child related crimes like that? Like really, what is wrong with people? What happens in people's like? Why is that so common, man? Why is that so common?
Well, I mean, I'm sure TikTok has a lot to do with it. Like a lot to do with it.
This has been happening for decades. I'm saying period.
Well, yeah, but
like, why is there so much pedophilia in the world?
Yeah,
they're like, when you're rich, you'll understand.
When you're rich, you'll understand. No, EPD is
all
a fat I guess he's slob.
Not.
I mean, none of these guys are powerful.
I was thinking the Base Nectar. Yeah, and then thinking of like all the other people. Like
nothing makes you feel more powerful than texting a 14-year-old. It's like, what?
Yeah, no, I honestly don't see it. It's like I don't get. Not that I don't see it happening, but like I don't get why it's so fucking.
I don't get
prevalent.
it, man.
I really don't.
Like, it just doesn't. It's so pervasive.
Literally can't connect the dots on that one.
It's so pervasive.
It's like even fucking like 20-year-olds. I'm just still like fucking finish school, go to school. Like just fucking Jesus Christ.
Right. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing about like to me like. Okay, like the Leonardo DiCaprio thing, where like people are like, okay, he clearly grooms women. And it's like he kind of does. I mean, like he kind of does. Like, cause he'll date 25-year-olds that he knew when they were 19 on some Anakin Skywalker shit. Like he'll just like, it's like that's weird. You look at that, that's weird. I can't like if the guy only dates 25-year-olds. Well, it's like the oldest person he seems to date. Like he dates women from 22 to 25. And it's like, okay, maybe he's just like into models, I guess. And models typically are that age.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's the other thing. If I'm in my 40s and I have all this experience, without getting too misogynistic, I'm already not hyped to just like talk and like it's not that stimulating to have a conversation sometimes when it's just like a hot chick. But then when that chick has no life experience on top of that, it's like really like the lack of experience is really fucking boring to me. Like
I think that's my biggest thing is it's like, just like
I remember when I was like on Tinder in late college or right after college and like you might talk to a girl who's like 21 or 20. And it's like, oh, you're so fucking boring. You're just in college. It's boring as shit. I'm sorry. You're fucking boring. You have nothing. It's boring. Like, and then you apply that to like guys who are like in their 40s and they're talking to a girl who's like 22. It's like, really? Like, that's
it's like,
I don't know.
It's like they just hit that divorce guy wall of where it just flips over. And they're just like, you know what? I fucking don't want a relationship. I just kind of want to fucking hang out for like 2-3 years at a time with this model. And that's, I mean, I think that's just kind of what it devolves into. And, but yeah, like the general rule of thumb, I mean, it's, I'm very happy with my girlfriend and I love her very much, but it's just like, if you can't rent a fucking car, I'm good. Like, it's just like pretty fucking simple.
Like if you were like, you know, a child when I was in college.
Right.
If you were a single digit age when I was in college.
Oh yeah, that's especially
creepy,
rough.
man. Like
yeah,
I don't know. It's just the male psyche really confuses me a lot. And this happens the opposite way too, man. Like fucking a lot of like Justin Bieber and pop stars and shit like that. Like a lot of these people, a lot of like famous guys too, they have older women that date them when they're like, you know, 18, 19.
Yeah.
It happens the other way too. And there's a lot of child sex abuse that happens from women to young boys as well. I mean, a teacher having sex with a 16-year-old, that's statutory rape. I mean, that's...
Yeah, of course.
Like...
But then you've got American Pie just being like, oh, fucking sick, dude.
Stifler! Yeah, it's a sickness, man. It's sick.
It's tough. It's tough.
Dude, how did fucking...
like, R. Kelly, I think, was raped by a woman. I think.
Really?
That would contextualize some shit.
Not really. I mean, he's a fucking monster.
He's a piece of shit, but I mean...
There's so many people that go through stuff like that just don't become total monsters.
Absolutely.
You know?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that like, oh, well,
no, Max is defending R. Kelly.
That's exactly
what R. Kelly.
You're defending R. Kelly again. I'm scared.
You want to get peed on.
Let me turn on the defending R. Kelly lights real quick.
Jesus Christ.
Max is defending R. Kelly. Yeah.
Dude, how did a fucking Pete Davidson date what's her name? Because you were talking about older
Selena
women
Gomez?
dating younger. No, fucking Kate Beckinsale.
I mean, he's in his late 20s, isn't he?
He's like the same age as us, dude.
No,
but this happened a few years ago. I'm saying.
No, he's not our age.
So he was totally of age. It wasn't like he was like 18 or anything.
Oh, he's
but
27 actually. He is my age. Basically.
Yeah, exactly.
He was born literally a year before me, so.
Yeah. Because he just looks like an absolute ghoul, and Kate Beckinsale is, you know,
apparently that's because of like an immunodeficiency thing he has. But yeah, he's still.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very cool, dude.
Damn, I feel really bad.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of a piece of shit for that, but you know, I mean, that's life.
No, he looks really good.
I'll wake up tomorrow and.
Real quick about R. Kelly. I remember watching that documentary and they like literally take his victims into the property that he used to own in Atlanta and be like, so what does this room remind you of? And it's like a room where like all the walls were painted black and there was like a black bed and they're like, I can't stay in here. I can't stay in here. I need to get out here. And it's like, why are you taking these people back to like the sites of their like trauma, you know?
Yeah, for real.
And Blueface, I'm telling you, that Blueface shit is not good fucking news, man.
Blueface, what? The rapper?
Blueface has girls in bunk beds in his house getting tattoos of his face on them.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's dude, I guarantee you it's the same shit. Like, it's so fucked up.
Blueface, baby.
Yeah, nah. Who'd have thought the guy who can't count to 4 is a fucking psychopath?
Yeah. Bitch, shut up. Did you see that
Where'd
video?
you see that?
It was on Instagram, I forget, or Twitter. It was on Twitter. I tweeted about it. This is why you got to get on Twitter, Tony, because I talk all day on Twitter and post shit all day, and you don't see it. You know what the hell I'm talking about. You know?
I know, it's so hard. It's so hard to engage on social media.
So hard to engage on social media. I try to get up there and engage, and it's just hard. It's hard.
Try my best, but I know.
I do try my best to engage on social media, but
believe me, Connor, I'll try my best.
Between plowing the crops and going to church, I don't really have time.
I don't really have time.
Between feeding my pig to make him the biggest pig at the county fair and getting my crops and going to church and shopping at the local Walmart, I don't really have time.
Oh, fuck. I should watch Talladega Nights. Goddamn.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Going on down to Chili's.
Yeah.
Shit.
Your first name.
What was that?
I am that dad though, and Ricky Bobby's like, there's just something in my body. If something's nice, I just gotta ruin it. Like that's me. When my family, like when my family's like all just like happily eating dinner and be like, so Megan, what did you do? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I support you. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Somebody shut up. Somebody say something to me.
Why the fuck are there mushrooms on my steak? What the fuck's the deal?
I didn't ask for mushrooms on my goddamn steak.
No, sweetheart, but you did. You did do it.
No, but sweetheart, but you did. But I did.
But I fucking did say it.
And then he's
It's like, no, we're having a nice meal, Dad, at the Chili's.
I'm broken, Ricky. He starts hitchhiking
in the middle of the street. Yeah. God, that is one of the best characters in modern cinema. It's just fucking deadbeat hick dad.
I'm telling you.
Because I ordered 4 pizzas trying to get you. Why? Because I'm your daddy. That's why.
It's like every night we'll go to this same restaurant at this same seat and have a family dinner.
Have a nice meal. That really sounds like a great idea, mother.
And honestly, I do. When things are too quaint, when things are too cute, I like can't stand it. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Somebody shut up. Shut up.
Don't ruin this. Yeah.
Don't. I swear, my family, like, it's so funny. I really am the black sheep because they all are just happy as a fuck. They're just so happy, like,
to just be here.
We love Schitt's Creek and we love this and that and this and that. And it's like, I love you guys, but damn, some of the shit you guys like is mid and cringe and just, you know, love you. But like,
out in the middle of the road, like,
yeah, that's me,
hey,
man.
Schitt's Creek is above mid. I'm gonna say it's fucking blowing my socks off.
We only got 10 minutes left, Tony. We're really gonna get into this.
We have to get to Joe Biden's congressional address. Are you really gonna take up time with this?
No.
Did you guys see that though?
That's my bad.
Oh god, I'm just fucking.
I loved how every time he said something good, it was just Kamala Harris and Nancy Pelosi getting up immediately.
No, I did not watch that.
13 Nancy Pelosi.
I feel like
gifts.
If you punched her in the face, like her whole mouth, all of her teeth would come out, and her head would spin around.
Just the bottom part of her jaw would just fly off, and she'd just have a hanging front set of teeth.
He's like, Democrats are trying to pass bills and make it to liberty and make it minimum wage.
13
like, what
Kamala.
Did you say, you slobbermouth, marble mouth bitch? What? You fucking ghoul? Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck. Check out these 13 Kamala gifts from the congressional hearing.
There should not be anyone older than 60 in our government, period. There should not.
Yeah, there should be an age limit for entry if you were
born before the Cold War, well, I guess that's a lot of people. But if you were an adult before the Cold War,
you need to chill
out of here. Or not
adult before
not born before the Cold War. I mean,
Cold War was
before the Soviet
Union,
before the Cold War ended.
I mean,
it was, Tony? I didn't know
93?
that. 91, you fucking dingus.
91?
Yeah.
Forget. I don't know my dates too well. Come on.
Yeah.
Cold War was a classic period.
In the classical cold period, it was very chilly all the time.
We're in a new Cold War with China.
China, yeah, that one kind of snuck up on me.
It's a cyber war.
China's gonna kick our fucking ass, man.
Yeah, dude. It's once they figure out how to mass produce faster gaming PCs than us, we're done. Like,
their AI is gonna be faster than ours. They're fucking everything.
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I think that's just the general thing about the American economy is it's just like, hey, you better fucking monopolize quick, because that's gonna really be the only option pretty soon when we lose our fucking foothold over China.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's just kind of how that's going to go.
They also like have this massive like debt economy in Africa where they pay them in debt basically, and then they build all this infrastructure. They're really good at building infrastructure. Like they make buildings that come like prefurbished.
Oh wow,
that's just what my dad told me from a podcast he heard. That's the type of source of knowledge we're getting out here.
Yeah,
it's tough though, man. Like a lot of my friends read a lot and like just like fucking know a lot about this shit, and it's just hard to keep up.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep up with
all this shit going on. The one last thing I'll say is honestly, like, it's the most revealing and embarrassing thing when people are anti-mask, anti-vax. Like, I've never once been like, okay, you know what makes more like being hesitant or reluctant to get a vaccine or like whatever, that makes more sense to me than being anti-mask. But still at this point, when everyone else is fucking doing it,
And they're fine.
And they're fine. And wouldn't you rather just fucking be able to go out of your house and just fucking do it? I don't care if there is shit in it. I eat McDonald's. I drink Monster with Russian letters on it. That's imported with like that's like you think like that's the funniest thing to me is you drink tap water, you go out to restaurants, you like breathe air. Like if they wanted to do this shit, they would do it already. Yeah, they don't need a fucking vaccine to get you to do it. Really.
It's just and the arrogance of it. It's like, well, I don't want to get that. We don't know how it's gonna do things. Like, how the fuck do you think they felt when polio existed? You know, like when you could drink water and get paralyzed. Do you think that they were just like, well, I don't know about the vaccine now. I want to see how it affects everyone else first. But when the alternative is die and be paralyzed, like
I remember when the coronavirus first started. I'm like, oh man, this vaccine is kind of scary because everyone's going to need it. Everyone's going to need it. And it's very fast and whatever. Yeah. But like, okay, if that's the case, then I pray you've never gotten a flu shot in your life. Yeah. Because it's literally the exact same thing. Have you ever gotten a tetanus shot? Have you ever gotten blood work done? They could do any of the things you're talking about in all of these situations. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you're flu shot in a while though.
Yeah.
Do you guys get those every year?
I just do because it usually lines up with my doctor's appointment. I'm just like getting my physical and they're like, hey, do you want a flu shot? I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Why not?
I had to.
I've got one like a decade.
Well, that's not good. I'm going a decade. I'm sick every 2 weeks.
I did get the flu like 4 years ago over New Year's.
The flu
that's
sucks.
The last time I've really gotten the flu in that time period.
Yeah. I think if you if you haven't gotten it, like if you get it again, it's gonna suck ass. Like
what, the flu?
Just the flu, Corona? Yeah. Like because like
the, flu,
the one time I had the flu really bad, like was probably the worst I've ever felt in my life, and it was just that shit sucked. But anyway.
Yeah, I remember when I got the stomach flu in high school, and I literally couldn't eat for weeks.
Yeah, that shit's weeks.
That shit had me out of Chaminade freshman year, like for a week. And I remember like we had a pizza party in like Mrs. Shaw's class, and I couldn't even eat the pizza. It's so bad.
What, before or after? Like right when you came back, or right when it was starting?
No, it was like I would. Well, the problem would be like I would try to come back to school, but then I would like vomit half the day and then have to go home. Yeah, and then I'd finally come back and be like, all right, just so you know, if I have to run out of class, it's because I technically have stomach flu, like aftershock. So. Yeah.
Damn. Jesus Christ.
Whatever. Yeah. But man, get your vax. I'm fully vaccinated.
Yeah. And just remember, if you're fucking skeptical, think about the fact that like we're in the year 2021 and we don't really experience a lot of modern marvels that like regular people experience. So like think about it. It took a year to develop this vaccine. Consider that like a fucking blessing, not just like, oh, they rushed it. It's just like, no, that means that we're actually getting better at existing.
And
like that just,
medicine.
Yeah, it means medicine is just better. So like had this happened 5 years ago, we'd probably still be in it. Like
it's insane that we're going to have a summer. Like the fact that there's shows and festivals are back. Like that's insane to me when you really look at it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Hit us with a sub. Hit us with a follow. And all that shit is in the description. Welcome, Boke, forever. Thank you, boys, for joining me again. Love y'all. Peace the fuck out.
Jeez.